July 2013 may be the most talked about month in TNA wrestling history, from inside and outside the ring. First, you had the releases of TNA superstars, wrestlers, knockouts, TNA officials. You also had officials and wrestlers granting their release from TNA. You also had the rumors that the workers in TNA were being paid 6 weeks late, but that was a rumor, and simply put, I broke that rumor. I tore it apart from the facts that I found. You then had the Missouri incident where only 8 wrestlers total in the live event wrestled throughout the whole show. But then inside the ring, you had Chris Sabin being crowned the new TNA World Champion. You have a new X Division Championship belt, a new X Division Champion, the whole character flip-flop of Manic and Suicide. You then had the 4 meetings before Destination X, one with Dixie Carter, the other one with attorneys and officials, where they told the wrestlers their new guidelines and regulations that they put into place. Simply put, July was one heck of a month. And people, in that month said that TNA is going to fall. TNA's, they're going to be gone. But the fact is, they're still here. At the end of the month, at the end of August, a video surfaces, particularly last Friday, where it was dubbed the hashtag August 1 warning video. Now, someone tweeted or texted me this video. I looked at it, and immediately, there was hype. There was excitement right there. I was guessing who it could be. So were the other fans. But as the week went on, more videos came out and so forth and so forth. And there was a lot of hype. It was revealed on August 1st, last night, TNA show, that Tito Ortiz was the person involved with this whole thing. Right away, from that moment on, people blew my phone up, from text to Facebooks to tweets, saying a lot of different responses. They're going, back and forth of how this is good, how it's bad, mostly bad, particularly because it's the IWC. Then people start asking my opinion. I write play-by-play coverage on WrestlingNewsWorld.com of Impact Wrestling. I write match by match, segment by segment, move by move. And I wrote my thoughts of the show leading up to the reveal. But I held back because, simply put, I wanted to not only gather my own thoughts, to wait a day and see how I felt, but also to hear from people. Not to wrap my opinion around theirs, but to see what they had to say. Now, I knew what the IWC would say before the person was even revealed. The IWC's hobby is to mock, insult, and attack TNA wrestling. I look to the casual wrestling fans, the people who the wrestling companies cater to. That's who they want. The casual wrestling fans. The casual wrestling fans make up 80 to 90% of the wrestling viewership. So TNA, WWE, they want to attract these people. They want to keep them focused on a show. So very well, I asked these people to see what they had to say, and I got mixed reactions. But there was hope. There was people who liked the reveal of Tito Ortiz. That may surprise some of you, but you can read the full thing on my Facebook page, which is in the description below if you want to check that out. Make sure you hit the like button. But anyway, people asked for my opinion, and I'm here to give it to you. First off, I want to talk about the August 1 videos. After watching the first video and second, all the 4 videos during the week, we know very well that TNA knows how to promote, how to hype an event, a superstar, situation. They know how to do it over the internet. They got the videos rolling. They had all the superstars tweeting about it. They had, articles on their official website. They kept going with it. It created hype. It created anticipation, excitement. It had people guessing. Each and every day, there's a new name popping up. It got even further as I heard someone say it could be The Rock. True statement right there, yes. So it went far, it went very far. And right then and there, TNA was probably very pleased with that. I certainly am pleased with the response that they got, and that didn't even work for them. The fact is that they know how to promote, how to hype up their show on the internet is great. My only problem with it is that they should have, if they could have, I don't know, a whole Spike TV deal, whether they even knew about it before last week, but they should have started airing these videos at least last week's Impact Wrestling. It would have been great weeks before. That way, week after week, air another video, continuing the hype, continue the anticipation to get to August 1. Week by week, we will find out it's not Batista, it's not Goldberg. He could take Goldberg down and so on. Right there will create hype and anticipation. And we'll get a lot of viewership, a lot of people watching, people knowing about it. Because certainly there are more people watching the show than people watching online. So that's my only complaint about that part. As for Tito Ortiz being revealed, well, Tito Ortiz is a big asset. He's a big name, a marketable name. People know Tito Ortiz. He isn't a wrestler, though. But the fact is that the videos, the 4 videos, he never said he was a wrestler. He said he could knock Goldberg's teeth down, his throat, whatever, but doesn't mean he was or he is a wrestler. That's the, people's complaint that he wasn't a wrestler, but really he didn't say he was. But Tito is a marketable name. He may be a retired UFC guy, but he's a big name in the sports world. Do you think TNA Wrestling brought Hulk Hogan in to fight? Yeah, he wrestled a couple matches, but they brought him in for the name Hulk Hogan, the most recognizable name in wrestling history. That is what TNA brought Hulk in for, his name. Spike got Tito Ortiz because of his name. They put him on TNA, yes, to promote his match with Rampage, but he is a name, a big name. Honestly, I don't see any long-term investment with Tito Ortiz. Tito is there to fight Rampage Jackson in November, and then I see him going away. Spike is invested in Jackson. They have Bellator wrapped around him, TNA wrapped around him. They're going to have his own reality series wrapped around. It's about Rampage Jackson. They brought Tito in just for the hype, the big name. So really, it's a short-term, to what I think, a short-term investment. And this investment, I doubt we'll see any wrestling. Even though this is a wrestling show, it's a sports entertainment show. It's not going to be all about wrestling. It never has been for the last 2 decades. Tito is a marketable name. Would I have liked to see a wrestler? Oh yeah, I would have loved to see Goldberg come out, or Shelton Benjamin, Doc have his return. But they aren't, sadly enough, other than Goldberg, is worthy enough to get a lot of hype. I would have probably put a little coming next week video package in for Shelton Benjamin, hype up his wrestling ability. But he's not going to draw ratings. Is Tito Ortiz going to draw ratings? We don't know. We absolutely don't know. But he isn't there to wrestle. He isn't there to, sell merchandise. He's there to sell his match with Rampage Jackson. So was this whole August 1 warning thing a little fake? Was it a waste of time? Only time will tell. We can't judge that just yet. But anything can really happen. And just look, Floyd Mayweather appeared on WWE, had a match with the Big Show. Tito Ortiz could very well have a match inside TNA's wrestling ring. We don't know. We have to wait and see. I'm not going to bash TNA because of this. Was it a letdown? It's a little bit of a letdown. I'll be honest. It was. Once the person said he wasn't Goldberg, I figured it was some type of MMA guy or boxer or something. We know TNA's business strategy now. It's not, it's cross-promoting with Spike and Bellator. It's a unique thing, a new thing, and it's worthy of seeing if it will work. The fact is that they didn't bring anyone new in, a new wrestler, is fine by me because they released all these wrestlers, 10 or so in the month, because there was basically nothing for them. So bringing in a new guy, there may be nothing for them. Have you noticed last night's show, we didn't see James Storm, we didn't see Jeff Hardy? It's because there's not enough time on these shows. So bringing in another guy, Goldberg, Shelton Benjamin, MVP, so on, not only would they not draw, except for Goldberg, who knows what Goldberg would do, but they wouldn't draw, and it would just take time away from other people. Now Tito, yeah, he's there. He may take time away, but he's not going to take the matches away. So simply put, Tito made an impact. TNA certainly had their success a part of this whole week's hype. Now they need to transition that to television, transition that to what really matters, a match, a storyline, and go from there. But Tito is, with Spike TV, with Bellator, now on TNA. And I'm going to still watch TNA, as I have been for the last 5, 6 years, 7 years. And then an MMA guy is not going to make me stop watching wrestling. Because pretty much that is, quite frankly, ridiculous. That's my thoughts. What's yours?